Paul, victory over a promotion rival in a clean sheet, so let's start with that, because that's all right.
Yeah, really positive. You know, these games, Boxing Day, sometimes throw up a few anomalies. It's always, you know, not 100% sure what you're going to get. Like, I don't know what that knocking is. That sounds like a ghost up there or something. I don't know what that is. But generally, I was really pleased with the energy that we played with. I just thought that we just needed that second goal to make it a more comfortable ending, although we are value for money on the stress-ometer. So I was pleased with the efforts we put in. I just think we needed the second goal. They had a good chance first half and a good chance second half. Apart from that, I didn't really thought they'd put a glove on us. I don't think Craig made loads of saves. And I just thought that we probably just edged it. That's my honest opinion. Two good teams trying to go for it. And the more they went for it second half, the more we had an opportunity to get the second on the counter. And we probably squandered a few chances.
Yeah, I mean, that second goal could have come, couldn't it? Quite soon after the first, and then certainly in the second half.
Yeah, that's how it felt. And I kept thinking, it's now, and I can, like, you know, reduce my anxiety. But it didn't feel like it was coming. And the longer the game goes on, obviously, as we've all watched enough football in our lives, that, you know, it just takes one cross into a box. Sanders heads it against the back of Marvin's head. It drops the centre forward. He spins, turns, goal, and you're like, where's that come from? So the randomness of it all in the last 10 minutes made it probably more stressful. But when I watch it back, I probably think it was more comfortable than I thought. I just thought that when we did break, we didn't really end with winning enough corners or free kicks or throw-ins. We were probably a little bit light.
I think that was what we said briefly after the game, that actually I think they had one chance where Craig McGillivray makes a save and then he gets it going the side netting, I think. But actually, he fielded a few balls, caught a few balls. Yeah. But the defence kind of stood firm.
Yeah, they did. And in fairness, that is being marshalled by Craig. He deserves his clean sheet because when the ball comes in, the lads know he's going to come for it. So it makes defending a little bit easier because you can just grip up the striker and try and keep them calm. And although, you know, if Craig stays on his goal line, they could all be potentially Palmer headers. So it's not rocket science, but if your keeper's brave and comes for things, it you know, sort of stops it at source more so. You want to stop crosses, but you can't stop everything. They're a very good team. They've accrued more points than we have, so they're always going to keep coming at you. And we probably just, in my opinion, just swayed it today really on chances created. I thought we were the better side for that.
Brought Jack Sanders back in, obviously, after his suspension. I mean, he didn't miss much, did he, really?
No, it was good. His calves tightened up, so and that's always awkward because you think, oh no, I could take him off, I could put Geth in one, I could bring Connor on anywhere, but I could bring him on at right wing back, but then, you know, they're getting bigger. There's a set piece in the last minute of the game. You want to keep Jack on the pitch, but I thought Jack was really good. He settled in the game really well. Although as a team, I didn't think we did. In the first 21 challenges, I think we lost 18 of them, and that is disappointing. We said how well they would start, and we need to be as aggressive and front-footed as them. And I just thought we started a bit sloppy. But then after that, I thought we came in, and like Jack, Marv, and Offie, I thought. Done their defending really well.
And the goal, that was a good moment for Aaron and Main.
Yeah, we've been working on Aaron taking 15 touches and bending it in from 30 yards. So
great management.
Management and coaching. I'd like to thank all the mannequins who had to be prepared for that earlier in the week. But once he came in, it felt like the whole stadium were like, well, you might as well shoot. You've had a good bit of fun. You've run through like Billy's boots. So just hit it, and when he hit it and it went in, it's a fitting goal to win a game, you know, with both teams in the top six. It was a good way to win, and like I said, I think we deserved the win, but sometimes you need that little bit of magic. When you compare that goal to the ones we missed, it's hard to believe the ones we missed. So really pleased for him. He plays everywhere with a smile on his face and deserves his goal.
Pre-match, did you look at, you know, what a defeat could mean, what a win? We know 4 points, so it was either going to be potentially 7 behind them, or obviously what you are now, which is just a point.
Yeah, I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it more like, look, these next 4 games are the 4 on paper, the 4 toughest games we've got for a while, really. So if we come out of it with a certain number of points that I'll keep to myself in my head, I've said to the lads, if we come out with it like that, you go into the new year in great shape. So it's a good start, obviously, to win one of your home games. We now have another one, and then obviously we've got Colchester away, who are a really informed side. They look like they're bang on it, and then we come back for Chesterfield, which is also another tough game. So I'm under no illusions, but it's good to beat the teams around you. And when we come in and we see the results, because that's the first thing we do as coaches, you look at the results, and then I look at the managers of teams of my friends. But I look at the results, you think, wow, all the top 6 teams to 1. Bromley turned it round, and you look at that, and then you think, well, in fairness, Swindon didn't win, so that's 1 in the top 6. So as stupid as that sounds, that's the truth. If you can pick up wins off the teams around you, it don't half help come the end of the year.
Just a note on Will Collar, he came off, that looked like maybe a hamstring.
Yeah, it's definitely a hamstring, and he back-heeled it, and then as soon as he holds it, it's never a good sign, is it? So there's no... and he's sore, which is never a good sign either. So, yeah, disappointing. I thought he was really effectual today, Will. So, yeah, sad for him, but we'll have to wait and see, the conclusion of the scan and that in a couple of days.
When you're out for 3 games like Jack Sanders was, not injured but suspended, it could be easy to come in with ring rust. But as you mentioned, didn't really look like a vast amount of change done him.
No, I think I thought he'd done well. What was fortunate for him is that there was 3 games in a week. Yeah. So from a footballer's point of view, like when John Mellish was out, he had 3 weeks out. That seemed like half a season. But when you have 3 games in virtually a week, it does seem a lot quicker. So, and obviously he's still been trained. It's not like he's come back from an injury, but he has had a little bit of treatment in his groin, so he probably hasn't trained as much as he likes. But no, he's really good. His timing was really good with headers, and obviously they like to cross the ball, so that was essential. And no, I think the other 2 centre-halves were pleased he was back.
Aaron Collins, we saw him get a couple of goals last week, but when he's seen one tipping off the post, he's still made to wait for that one here.
Yeah, he had a few sighters today, I like to call them. Not the ones that you would expect to hit the back of the net, but if they did, you wouldn't be surprised either. He's a talented footballer. He gets himself in good positions, and what I like about him, even if wherever you are in the game, he's always a threat. He always wants to get his shot off, and that's why we brought him to the club, because fundamentally you win game on scoring goals, and I know we've scored a lot. And luckily we've had a couple of clean sheets on the bounce, which is important. But you need players like Aaron on the pitch to get that second goal to make the final 15 minutes a bit more enjoyable. We
say they back-to-back clean sheets is massive after it felt like went on a long run without one.
A disgusting run, yeah.
Yeah, but we look at this run, the Christmas period is almost starting now. When in actuality now you've got 2 wins back-to-back, you've got 2 clean sheets. That's the momentum you want, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, and it's what I really like is if we were wound back to the start of the season where we were pretty not horrific. That's not fair, but not amazing at home. That's probably a nicer way to put it. I don't think we were playing poorly really, but we just couldn't get over the finishing line. Whereas the lads, over recent months or weeks, felt a lot more confident at home, playing really well. I'd like to think the fans are enjoying it. They sound quite vocal, which is great. So I think that's definitely helped. And you're right. You get 2 back-to-back clean sheets, and all of a sudden you feel like impenetrable again, which is important. But that comes from I thought today there was a couple of players that were outstanding. I thought Pato was outstanding, covered every blade of grass virtually. I know it's a bit cliche, but he did, and you need that from your striker. And I thought Kelly was excellent again. He picked the ball up. We had a bit of a dodgy start, and he was the one who reads the game really well and knew when to jump and win the ball back and got us on the attack. So the clean sheets come from individuals like that. So if you have players within your squad that can score goals, great, create goals, great, but you need the players that also, on the other side of the coin, help to win the ball back high. And that obviously allows your goalkeeper to do less work, which would be a dream for me if he never made a save.
And probably for Craig as well, right?
Yeah, he'd be buzzing. He'd be absolutely buzzing.